Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Inside Spurs channel. Happy Tuesday morning when you see this. Obviously, I'm recording this on the Monday, so don't worry. If you see this from my look ahead video of Galatasaray and Ipswich, I'm wearing the same thing. I'm doing this on the Monday, alright? So don't panic. I do change clothes. And this video obviously is the loan roundup. We talk about the boys out on loan, the good, the bad, the ugly. You know how this game works on the loan roundups. I'm not surprising you with anything crazy, you know what I mean? Well, so if you're watching this, you know, subscribe. You're very much welcome to join us for the journey. And yeah, go back and watch the look ahead for the two games. You'll see the preview for the Galatasaray game. You will see today as you see this. All right. So we're talking about that as well. But let's jump in. Let's talk about the guys out on loan. Because like I said, there is the good, there is the bad, there is the ugly. And you know how this works. And I'm going to start with a little bit of good. Because I want to start with Dane Scarlett again. Dane Scarlett starting games is what I've been crying out for. I'm sitting there going, I don't want this to turn into Ipswich Town loan last year. He's starting the games. And he started in the 2-1 loss at home to Swansea City, but he did score in the 88th minute for Oxford, which he has scored now in a few games in a row. He's picked up some form, he's picked up some steam, and long may it continue. You know, I think it's really weird. We look at Veliz because we spent some money on him. And we look at Will Lancashire because he's been in around the first team, a good pre-season. And we go, God, these two are so far clear of Dane Scarlett. I think it'd be fair to say, if Dane Scarlett was to score 15 goals in the Championship this season, I think he might overtake one or two of them. I really do. Because the Championship's a fantastic league. And he's not playing for one of the big boys in the Championship as well, by the way. He's not playing for like a Leeds United, a West Brom, or I don't know who else is up in the top part of the table. Sheffield United, I think, are up there. He's not playing for any of those. He's playing for a team that, you know, at most will be in and around the mid-table, I think. So, fair play to him. Keep it coming. Keep it going. And keep him in the bloody team. Anyway, moving over, I want to talk about my mate, Bryan Hill. Because Bryan Hill is back. He's fit. He's healthy. And he started and played the full 90 in Girona's 4-3 win at home to Leganés. And for the fact that simple matter is, if you sit there and go, how is his loan spell going? Well, he's been called up to Spain twice. Can't be that bad. You know what I mean? And if you're being called up to the Spanish international side, you're not also a bad player. Now, I don't foresee him having a future at Spurs. I don't. Now, I said that about other players that went out on loan last year and I was proved wrong. Jed Spence being the obvious one. But I don't see it personally. I do see him being sold in the summer because, look, if he is starting week in, week out for the most part for Girona, he's getting into the Spanish national squad. And there's nobody on this earth that could tell me he's not worth a few quid. Simple as that, you know. Want to talk a little bit about some of the players, just really quickly, a quick roundup on the ones that haven't played. Matthew Craig, unused sub in Barnsley's 3-1 win away to Port Vale in the FA Cup. Good result for them. And Alejo Veliz did not play yesterday on Sunday, as I recall this. So on Sunday, he didn't play in the 3-1 loss away to Barcelona. But he did score a hat-trick in the Copa del Rey away to Santurce. So look, hat-trick, I'm going to take that. You know, I talk about Dane Scarlett, how he could overtake one of the other two. Well, there's no reason why Veliz couldn't overtake those two. I don't think Veliz is top of that list. I think Lancashire is top of that list, but there's no reason why those two maybe couldn't even leapfrog him. And Lancashire has to go out on loan next year, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But, I mean, you score a hat-trick. Yes, maybe it's not against Real Madrid, but you as your goal scorer, you've got to put away the chances you have in front of you against the team that is in front of you, you know? So, there is that. Leeds United flavoured news, 3-0 win at home to Plymouth. Dominated Plymouth. Plymouth didn't have a shot, I don't think. But 3-0 win at home. Solomon coming on the 66th minute. Again, he isn't the flavour of the month down at Leeds. There's a lot of fans that aren't very keen on him. It's difficult because he needs time to get up to speed. He needs time to get the legs back underneath. He needs time to get his sharpness back. And it's difficult when Leeds are a team that is going to be challenging to get back into the Premier League. They don't have that sort of time. I thought he would get that time. It hasn't worked out that way. The injury has set him back, obviously, a bit more time, which that's not going to help anyone. So, look, I have faith that it will turn around. And if it doesn't, we have a situation on our hands and it's not a great one. Okay. Right, moving on. Let's talk about Notts County. Let's talk about my boy, George Abbott, who's having probably the best loan spell probably out of everyone on this list, because he starts week in, week out. The Notts County fans bloody love him. They think he's an absolute rock star. And he played 90 minutes in the 5-1 win in FA Cup at home to Alfreton Town. There's a lot of you watching this that aren't from England that have no idea about what Alfreton Town is. Don't worry, I understand. I sympathise. But he played 90 minutes, played on the right-hand side. Now, a lot of Notts County fans still think he's best suited into the central part of their midfield. But for me, if he's playing 90 minutes, week in, week out, if it's on the right or if it's in the centre, 90 minutes is 90 minutes. I'd much rather him play 90 minutes week in, week out than 20 minutes in a natural position. Get him 90 minutes on the right. Why not? Get him more suited and well-rounded to different positions. That's not a bad thing. That's only going to help him for the future. It's like when I talk about Archie Gray, the fact that, he's a central midfielder. Well, we're using him at fullback as well. He's learning that. There's nothing wrong in that. I'd much rather you get minutes than you not get minutes. That's my key thing in all this, Anyway, moving over. Let's talk about my boy Ashley Phillips playing the full 90. Finally back in the team after missing multiple games. Obviously, I know he missed time with a bit of an injury. But he's playing 90 minutes now, week in, week out. Obviously, scored in the midweek game away to Southampton. Obviously, I know they lost in the end, but he did score. It was a good finish. But he played the 90 minutes in Stoke City's 2-1 win at home to Derby County. Good result for them. Stoke finally might look like they're starting to hit a little bit of form. I think that I'm going to be, selfish and say that's coinciding with Ashley Phillips starting week in, week out. And that's the key thing. He's starting week in, week out. And like I said, minutes is all about development. And I would much rather him play for someone who's going to struggle than someone who's really good and him get 5 to 10 minutes instead of 70 to 90 minutes. So look, he's getting good minutes finally. The results are actually showing that when he's come back into the team, they're picking up a little bit. Now, I'm not saying that Stoke are going to go on a 20-game unbeaten streak, but they have picked up a bit. And ironically, once he got back into the team, they picked up a bit. So that's great. That is absolutely fantastic for us. Leyton Orient flavoured news: 2-2 draw in the FA Cup away to Boreham Wood. They won on penalties. I think it was 3-1. And Jamie Donnelly played 65 minutes, by the way. And in that time, they were 2-0 up. He gets substituted. They end up conceding 2 within... Well, they conceded 1 4 minutes after he came off, and then they conceded another one in the 85th minute. And then also Leyton Orient ended up going down to 10 men due to a sending off in the extra time of... Well, the first half of extra time. So look, keep him in the team. I think that's a key thing here, keep him in the team, because evidently you're better when he's in it. You're not losing. Right, pause. And also Josh Keeley played he played the full game as well, and it's good. I think Josh Keeley's starting to play more and more minutes now at Leyton Orient. Obviously in a penalty shootout. I haven't actually watched the penalty shootout, so I don't know how many he saved or scored. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I do, but if they've only scored 1, he's bound to at least save 1 or 2, hopefully, So great for him, great for Jamie. They're obviously through into the next round, which is great for Leyton Orient. Let's keep Jamie in the team, because I think a lot of Leyton Orient fans are like, I saw a lot of them going, when he does play, he's not even playing anywhere near his natural position. They saw him playing right wing at times, which, I've never seen him play. I mean, I saw him play at left back, which isn't his natural position. He was all right. I never saw him play right wing. I saw him on left-hand side or central midfield. So get him in those positions. Get him in his natural position, because he's better for it. Westerlo flavoured news. 2-0 home win against Dender. Great name. Vuskovic played the full 90 and obviously keeping a clean sheet, which is brilliant because they've been shipping a lot of goals. And I talk about in my loan roundups that they ship a lot of goals, Westerlo. Also, Devine played basically 92 minutes before getting substituted for the end of the game. So, again, both those boys playing big minutes, which it's everything. That's everything for us. Look, will Alfie become a great player at Spurs? We'll have to wait and see. But this loan spell is massive. He's playing in a great league. He's playing in a league where getting on the ball and actually doing stuff with the ball is important. It's not like it's hoof long and try and win the higher ball. No, you get on the ball and do your stuff. Obviously, Vuskovic, I mean, the fact that he's gone from, it's this 16-year-old prodigy to being a really good centre-half in Belgium, his trajectory it's not just like it's climbing just a little bit, it's rocketing up, which for us is massive. Now, obviously, I still have somewhat of concern about his top speed. We'll see. But in terms of physicality, winning on the ball, he's decent enough with the ball as well. No sort of real worries there. Give me a bit of a Dragic vibe, a little bit of a Dragic vibe. I'll say that. Which, if he turns out to be like a Dragic, that's a solid player. And then, let's finish off with a little bit on Johnny Cardoso. Betis drew 1-1 away to Bilbao, which was Sunday evening. He played the full 90. He's having a fantastic season. He really is. I can't stress enough how good he has been for Betis. I mean, they're 7th in the league at the moment. They're conceding less than 1 goal a game. So as the central defensive midfielder, you're playing a massive part in that. Now, they're only scoring 1 a game, which is a bit of a worry for Betis. But 5 wins, 4 draws, 3 losses. That's a nice little line there. I mean, they're 2 points, off of 4th, and they're 5 points off of 2nd. Now, Barcelona are already 9 points clear at the top. Now, Real Madrid still have a game in hand, but they're 9 points clear, which is bonkers. They've only played 12. They've won 11 and lost 1. Betis, Betis's fight is not going to be up towards that point, but look, they're fighting for Europe, and right now they're level with Bilbao, who were the team they played last night and drew 1-1 with. They're 2 points behind 5th and 2 points behind 4th. There's no reason why they couldn't get some European football down in Betis. So look, plenty of good stuff in that loan roundup. Let me know what you guys think about the boys out online, how they did, the good, bad, the ugly. You know how the game works. You let me know about it all down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hit the bell notification for more. But anyway, guys, in the video, I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care, guys.